Setting up your sight correctly is one of the most important factors in being accurate when shooting a bow. Let me show you how to do it right.
Oh, dude.
Welcome to Knocked Up Outdoors how-to series, complete bow setup. Thank you guys for being here. If you guys are enjoying the content and learning something from these videos, make sure to hit that bell below and smash that subscribe button so you don't miss any other videos that we have coming out in the future. Today I'm going to teach you guys how to install the Trophy Ridge React 1 Pro bow sight. How you install this with all the third axis leveling and everything like that is going to be very synonymous with a lot of bow sights on the market today. So even if you're not running this one, hopefully you can pick up on something and it'll help you install your sight. First things first, getting into it, you need your Allen keys, a set of levels, obviously your sight and mounting hardware, and then you need to throw your bow into your bow vise and make sure it's completely level. So if you guys watched the previous video on how to set up the Vapor Trail Gen 7X, you'll know that this bow is already completely level and we're ready to rock. But if you don't have that done yet, make sure you pause the video, throw it in your vise, get your bow all nice and level, put an arrow in, make sure you're good to go, and then come back over here and we'll keep rocking with this install. So let me bring you in a little closer and show you what we're working with on the mounting hardware for this Trophy Ridge. All right, so we've got two holes here, which are the mounting screws for our sight. And on our sight itself, we've got 4 sets of holes. These back two are going to be to install a quiver, which I'll go over in the next video. But for this one, we've got 3 different options on this particular Trophy Ridge of where we want to install these in these already threaded holes on this Matthews Triax. So here, here, or here. Now, the location of your mounting is going to depend a lot on the peep sight you like to run, because you want to make sure when you're running a peep sight, which I'll go into in the next video, that your peep sight encloses this completely. You don't want any gap or space around here. So if that means that you have to cinch your sight up in order to make your peep sight work, great. Or if it's way far out here, great. It's just all personal preference. When setting up a new bow like this from scratch, I would always recommend that you set it as far away from you as possible. You're just going to be more accurate that way. So even if you're running a peep sight already, maybe consider a change. So installing your sight as far away from you as possible is going to give you the best opportunity to be hyper accurate at those longer distances and harder shots. So let's throw this guy in here real quick and we'll move on. We're just going to tighten these down. Start with one, get it nice and snug, then go to the next and get that nice and snug, and then you can go back and make sure they're uber tight. And there you have it. The hardware mounting is complete. Let's move on to the front side. So at this point, what we need to do, we got this secure in here. We know our bow is level. The bubble level in here is going to tell us whether or not we need to adjust left and right to make sure that this side is completely level on the axis. So this bubble level in here, you can see the bubble level is not in the center, which means I need to adjust an axis to rotate it to make sure it's perfectly level at standstill before I get out to the field. All right, so on the front of this sight here, I've got an adjustment. Right here in these screws, I have an adjustment for left-right. And then this screw right here on the front side, you guys can barely see, is my adjustment to tilt my sight this way. Left-right, because this bow is just a little, or this sight is a little bit off. I can just eyeball it and see it. So throw this into here. Loosen these 2 screws up just barely, and we can adjust this sight to be parallel with our riser. Eyeballing that looks pretty good. We're not going to be able to know that completely until we get our peep sight tight in and we can pull back the string to see if the sight is canted in one way or another. But for now, that looks pretty dang good. So now let's run over to this one. Now this is the easier one. There's not really any eyeballing to do. All we have to do is unscrew just a titch and move it until this level is good. And that takes care of that. And we're good. All right, so there we have it. We did the hardware install mount, made sure both of our axes were good. We just need to throw a peep sight in to make sure that we're squared away and everything is good to go there. The only last step on this trophy ridge here is to actually go out to the range, throw some arrows, and micro sight it in, which I'll cover in a later video. So make sure you guys tune into that one if you want to see the finished setup to make sure you are dead on and ready to rock and roll. If you guys have any questions, make sure you throw them in the comments below. And if you like this video, smash that like button and remember to subscribe. You guys stay knocked up.